Hi, Ron Wilson here. Just wanted to talk to you about Agile estimation today. If you're on an Agile team or a Scrum team, you probably realize that estimation is kind of the hardest thing to figure out. And it usually takes several sprints for the team to feel comfortable in how the process works. Here's a few items that you might want to keep in mind. Most teams nowadays are using points over hours. We use a technique called planning poker, which is basically a set of cards with some numbers on it in order to figure out how big or how small a story is, and then how much you can pull into a given sprint. So each team basically, once you have a story in the backlog, each team member gets a vote. So they use those cards to vote. We have a 3-week sprint, so we use 2, 5, 8, and 13 kind of as our base. Once each team member votes, then the whole team as a whole has to agree on one number. So there's one estimate per story. We usually try to keep the team discussion at a fairly high level. You don't really want to get into design or anything like that. Otherwise, it'll be hard to provide a realistic estimate. And with our team, because we have a 3-week sprint, anything higher than 13, the story really needs to be broken down into smaller pieces. It's also a good rule of thumb that the product owner or the scrum master, they don't really need a vote. So only the team members who are doing work will be the ones to provide the estimate. So why do we do this? Basically, we want to figure out as a team how the team is doing and how much work they can do within a sprint and what their velocity is going to be. So velocity is basically your plan points versus your actual points. And the key is to see that trend over several sprints. And the team also, once you've had 3 or 4 sprints, then you can take a look at previous stories and you can use that as a guide to figure out what your point estimate is going to be. So these are a few things. Obviously, there's a lot more in terms of estimation, but these are a few basics. I hope it's been helpful. I do have a website at qarevolution.com, and it talks a lot about Agile, DevOps, and software testing. And please visit my YouTube channel at QA Revolution. I appreciate your involvement and participation in looking at this video, and I will be publishing more again soon. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye.